Did you make a move? I bet you did. I bet you did. You think you're slick, think you're cool, but you're a fool. You better listen to me. Listen to me. I have a feeling you don't wanna know what she'll do to you. Oh, she's always right. You think you got away with it. You think you got away with it. You think you got away with it. You think you got away with it.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to True Crime with Eve, which will be known as the Eve Effect very soon, probably tomorrow. I'm going to go live with that change. So look out for that. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me okay. Miss Rubug, welcome in. Hi there. Hey girl. Hey, Sunflower Soul. Welcome in. Yeah, please hit that like for Eve. Even those in the back lurking. You can love to hate me. Just go ahead and hit that like. It's free. Hey, Shani, welcome in. Good to see you. Glad you can catch a live. I know I go late sometimes, but not today. I am a little late to the party, but that's typical, right? That's how I roll. Sorry about that, guys. But I'm glad you're here. So I wanted to go over some issues in the probable cause affidavit. I've done it before, a few lives in a row, but there was some more things that I did find out. And you know me, I do not give up easily. I feel like there is an answer to everything. Persistence is key. That's just how I am. So I will give you some updates throughout this live and kind of go over what has been said on the news lately. Some articles that have problems. The U.S. Sun, I believe, spoke to Brandy Neal Vaughan, the mother of Michael Vaughan. And if you're new here, this live is regarding missing Michael Vaughan, who went missing in Fruitland, Idaho on July 27, 2021, allegedly from 6:15 onward p.m. Near his home. He was last seen allegedly by neighbors on foot and also by a neighboring subdivision, one person on a tricycle, which I have a very big issue with that whole story. Hi, Hot Mess. Eve, is it true that you're going to Stacy's preliminary hearing? Yep, I am. I've seen the veil threats in comments and such and emails and such. We welcome you here. Actually, we're looking forward to it, as LaWanda says. Oh, well, don't mind if I do. You know, it's not just Michael's case. This is Stacy Wandra's trial. We forget that. And I've been covering this case a very long time. And I would like to give the viewers and audience that watches me the coverage that they deserve, especially those who have followed me from the beginning. So I think it's fair to do. I think it's the right thing to do. And for other reasons. But yeah, yep, I'll be there. Great. Can't wait, Miss Miller. Cannot wait. All right. So where are we going to start? Well, of course, we're going to pull up our handy dandy affidavit of probable cause for Stacy Wandra. Now, this is the exact same PCA that Sarah Wandra has. So it's the exact same thing. But I want to go directly to Sarah. There's a lot of issues with Sarah, and I believe, because the probable cause is available for Sarah, even though she hasn't been officially arraigned on this charge. Okay. Her probation for unrelated charges where she is sitting in jail for now, it does mention the probation that she was granted it is pending on if or when she is going to get charged officially, arraigned, where she sees a judge. So her charges are allegedly coming, maybe, potentially, maybe not. But her release from early release for her charges that she's currently sitting in jail for now is all based on if they grab her. And depending on how that goes, a year from October, so October 2026, they will reevaluate where Sarah is at. Okay. And that's where we are here. But I really wanted to focus on Sarah right now, and then we'll work into the other suspects, alleged suspects, Brandon and Stacy. Okay. So let me find it here. Give me just a second. So this is where I have a big issue with, right here, this paragraph right here. Just going to highlight it so I can remind myself that this is where it's at. All right. So Sarah's social media posts on TikTok and Facebook also changed drastically to religion and asking for forgiveness of her sins. Prior to Michael's abduction, Sarah had posted only approximately 11 videos on TikTok over 3 years, which I showed you on the last live. That is not accurate. There is a missing TikTok account, as well as a shared account between Stacy and Sarah. It's literally Stacy and Sarah W. That's what the name is, the handle. And then we have God's Girl, Sarah God's Girl 2114 or something like that. So we have multiple TikTok accounts that those were not included in this probable cause. So this is very misleading in my opinion. Okay. She posted a lot. Okay. And that one account that's no longer there, I can't remember the name of it, but she also had Wandra's Lube LLC that she shared with Stacy Wandra. So it's just completely inaccurate in my opinion. She had always been very religious on her TikToks when she started them in 2019, I believe. And so it's just not correct. So that I have an issue with. Okay. In TikTok video Sarah posted, Sarah made testimony statements regarding her involvement in criminal behaviors and stated that she had broken all of the 10 commandments, which is a video that I did that I will play here shortly that proves otherwise. That's not exactly what she said. She actually said that she did not break the one of the 10 commandments of murder. That's the only one she hasn't broken in her life. But she takes her biblical scripture that she's learned, I think, from Mark. And because in this scripture, it says that if you have hate in your heart, you're guilty of basically murdering someone through hate in your heart, which is completely inaccurate logically, and by law it's inaccurate, but it has been spun in this probable cause to mean to make her look more nefarious, okay, more evil, and it's just not true. It should be noted that thou shalt not kill is one of the 10 commandments. Sarah also alleged in her videos that it did not matter what sins she had committed because God had forgiven her for all of them. Michael's missing person flyer can be seen on her refrigerator in the background in some of her videos. Now, I don't see any relevance to that. We're going to get into why I believe that was brought up by the public. It looks this probable cause, in my opinion, looks very public driven, because I have heard and seen these things on social media by other people who have commented their personal opinions about her religious undertones and how that makes her seem very guilty and involved and actually involved in this crime, which I disagree with wholeheartedly because we don't know what the evidence shows, if there is any. Okay, so we're going to go over that too. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and work from the bottom up here. So if you remember, if anybody is familiar with the Delphi case from Delphi, Indiana, Richard Allen was arrested and convicted of murdering Abby and Libby German, Abigail Williams and Libby German, in 2017 near the Monon High Bridge near Deer Creek. And I do not believe he is guilty at all. I believe he was set up. I do. A lot of people do. A lot of people don't either. And that's because of the coverage. Just like in this case, the coverage was hijacked by people like Lauren Matthias from Hidden True Crime, who lied, manipulated things. And as we know, YouTubers are not the best source of information, but they also can be. They also can expose a lot of inefficiencies and corruption and things like that. So let's look at the Richard Allen craziness involving the sketches that were done for the man on the bridge that we all know about. You know, you see him walking, it's very grainy, it's hard to understand what was being said and when. There's a lot of, discrepancies for people, including myself. So, by the way, Richard Allen has an appeal coming up. He was granted an extensive appeal argument. So typically you have a limit on what you can write in the transcript for the oral argument, and he was approved an expansive oral argument because of all of the shit that he had to go through to get transcripts from Carroll County. I mean, they're hiding things because they know that they're about to be exposed, meaning the prosecutor and the investigation and the judge. They're about to find out. It's a rude awakening. You really need to catch up on the Delphi stuff if you haven't already. Criminality does an excellent job going over the depositions. There's a lot of creators out there. Defense Diaries, Bob Mata and his wonderful wife go over that. Definitely check that out, please. It is alarming what they have done to this man. 13 months in solitary confinement when he wasn't even convicted yet? Hadn't stood trial? Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So let me pull that up. Richard Allen, sketch background. This is what I think happened when Sarah's TikTok, when she was named in November of 2022 or early December of 2022 as a suspect in Michael Vaughan's case. Just prior to that, weeks prior to that, or excuse me, a month prior to the excavation in October when Richard Allen was named as that he was arrested and all that stuff. Just a month before her arrest, or Richard Allen, there was a picture of him on his Facebook with the sketches of the bridge guy that they were looking for at the time behind him in a photo. And this is what I think made everyone else look at her and kind of compare them. Maybe not even subliminally, but just it was already out there in the true crime community, and that just made it even worse. So let's take a look at that. And I'll show you a picture of what Detective Kelleher is saying, who is the affiant who wrote this probable cause. Give me just a second. I just really cannot stand these news websites because their ads just freeze up everything. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. One sec, guys. Yes, free Rick Allen, says Mar R. Absolutely. Are you going to just keep playing ads? The Independent? Jesus. It's ridiculous. All right, can y'all hear me okay? Put a 1 in the chat. It's giving me grief. Okay, good. Good. Oh my God, the ads, they just bog everything down. It's ridiculous. I swear to God. Lord have mercy. Uh-huh. So this compared to, let's pull up Stacy or Sarah Wandra's picture. Hi, Deanne Fabro. Hello, welcome in. Let me pull up Sarah's. It's not the most flattering picture of Sarah, so excuse that. But this is what everybody was so in cahoots about at the same time. That was his flyer. Okay. Now we have to remember something. we have to remember this. Brandy Vaughan, Michael's mother, said that she had never seen or met the Wandras, but when the search was underway for Michael, she left flyers at their door. Sarah was later seen on TikTok videos in October in front of Michael's missing person flyer, which was hanging on a refrigerator door behind her. So the flyer that the mother left on their door, she has them on her TikTok. And then we have Richard Allen at the same time, right before the excavation, and she was, it broke the news. We have this going on. So the hysteria is what I'm trying to say, came from more than likely this, in my opinion. Welcome in, Deanne from France. Good to see you. Miss Rebug, so she's only sus because Brandy gave them a flyer? Okay, yeah, that doesn't really sound good, does it? I mean, like, you would want to throw that away or not have anything to do with it, right? And Sarah actually posted, absolutely had 2 or 3 posts saying, we have a missing boy in our neighborhood. Please look out for him, on the evening and the next day. No, actually, it was the next day, early in the morning, and then in August. And so did Stacy. So it wasn't like they were trying to hide any knowledge. They acted just like everybody else did. So there's that. And the police actually said, come and pick up these flyers, the one that you just saw on Sarah's refrigerator, which we're going to get into another video of hers where she talks about the furniture and how the detective in this probable cause affidavit really misconstrues a lot of things, okay, in my opinion. So let's watch, what's the next part? Thou shalt not kill, okay? This one is important to me. Let me pull it up. Oh, and here's that missing poster that the police allegedly created, that Brandy put on their on their door. July 29th, 2021. This is the one. Okay. All right. Let me pull it up here. Where did it go? Here we go. Everything's running so slow. Oh, wait, that's not it. One sec. That's not it. There we go. Let me just go to my YouTube because everything is so freaking slow right now. We'll just play the last video I did. That's what we'll do. Thanks for being patient, everybody. And go ahead, hit that like button while you're here. Subscribe if you like what you see, because there is going to be more content rolling out. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna let this play. Can y'all hear that? Okay, y'all can't hear that? Okay, 1 second. God. Every time I play an article, like if I get on an article, a news website from Idaho, it's a wrap. It's ridiculous. Let me try again. Refresh. What about now? Hit a one if you can hear it now. Nope. Okay, 1 sec. Un momento, por favor. Hey, Shay's Place. Good to see you, love. What about now?
I want to go over Sarah's social media presence and
Oh, oh, pretty much, huh? Well, let's read the probable cause. In TikTok videos Sarah posted, Sarah made testimony statements regarding her involvement in criminal behaviors and stated that she had broken all of the 10 commandments. And then it should be noted that thou shalt not kill is one of the 10 commandments. Sarah also alleged in her videos that it did not matter what sin she had committed because God had forgiven her for all of them. Whoa, that is a red flag all day. That's a blatant lie in the probable cause affidavit. And why would you need to lie to make your claims as a detective, as a professional? Why would you lie? You missed a part, right?
wait.
Again. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to fix this, guys. I do not know what's going on. My bad. It's just one of those days. Let me refresh. Let me know if you can hear it now.
So that you said all 10 commandments.
Can I hear that one? You can't hear that at all? That's crazy. Okay. Shoot. We're going to go to Microsoft Edge. I don't know why Chrome is crashing with my sound. It's been happening all freaking week. It's so odd. So we're just going to go this way and see if that works. This is doo-doo. You can hear that? Can you hear that? For Christ's sake. Let me know. We'll just skip to the part that matters. No? Jesus. Okay. I am at a loss. All right, we're going to just use my speakers then. That's what we're going to do. I have no choice. So we'll do it that way. So that's a big issue, right? Like, you shouldn't need to lie on a probable cause affidavit or leave things out, right? To make your claim. That's ridiculous. So then we're going to go up to the top. Oh, actually, I've already done that on another live. Just go look at that live when you have time. Not right now, but there's a live that I did, I think a few days ago, and then the one before that. It gives you all of that information. So let's scroll down to the furniture. This pisses me off so much because it's a lie. It's just flat out a lie. So Sarah and Stacy Wandra sold their phones, lost or sold their vehicles, and got rid of their furniture shortly after Michael went missing. Sarah was asked about changing her phones following Michael's abduction, and Sarah provided 2 reasons. They sold their phones because she and Stacy were splitting up, and Sarah said that they sold their phones because a demon told her to. Well, we do know by the courts that Sarah is schizophrenic. She was diagnosed when she was arrested for failure to report a death of Michael. So there's that. That has to be considered. It has to be considered. Also, Stacy and Sarah were splitting up, so they sold their phones because a demon told her to. I mean, think about that. She's very religious, has been for a long time, and in her mind, everything evil that's associated with her phone and Stacy, because you're going to hear how she feels about people that were around Stacy. Okay? It's giving context was misplaced here by Detective Kelleher. These are not normal people. They don't abide by the normal social cues. They just don't. They're different. So I think that it was a play on words here. Miss Rubeck says it was also mentioned up above that they were planning on moving. So if they were, it's easy to assume that they would get rid of things before the move, right? Maybe they had been planning on moving for a long time. We don't know. We don't know anything else besides, when you're a detective looking at things from a scope, a one lens scope, in my opinion only, everything is going to be involved with Michael. So every decision that you think they're making is because of Michael. Okay? Now, this interview was in November of 2021. You have to really think about that. November of 2021. So, do you think that police tried to get what's the word? Tried to get the furniture that was allegedly being sold off to people? I bet they did. I absolutely bet they did. And this is including couches and all of that stuff. Well, we need to realize, where did this furniture come from? Did they buy it? Was it always theirs? Well, let's see. Let's see about the furniture. Let's listen to this TikTok. And here's the date of this TikTok so that everyone knows and has that timestamp. It's important to know because this was 1 month before November 2021 with that interview. So obviously they have been looking into the Wandras from the jump. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They interviewed for the first time after the search of their home on August, 1st? Okay. So they spoke to all 4 suspects, Adrian Lucian, Brandon Shurtleff, Sarah, and Stacy Wandra, on August 1st, 2021, where they say Adrian was hiding in a closet, which everybody but one has refuted that this happened, but that Adrian was hiding in a closet because he, I guess, felt so guilty about what had happened, or he was trying to hide. At this point, hiding would be stupid, right? But we don't know what happened. Maybe there's video cam footage of this happening. We don't know. But you jump from, August 1st. Then they were interviewed in October. I think even in September they talked to some people, meaning the detectives. And then they jumped to November 2021. And right before that, there's this video. It's dated, again, 10/23/2021. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage. And hopefully you can hear it. One sec. Can y'all hear that? Okay, so you didn't hear it because I was unmuted. Okay, hold on. Damn. I just want to know if she ever coveted a neighbor's wife. Those are key questions, obviously. That is hilarious, right? Who was banging who at 11:02 and 1100 maybe? Good Lord, I know, right? So you couldn't hear it. Damn it. This is very frustrating. This should not be this difficult. I'm going to try to reset the audio, and let's see if that works. Audio track. Let's do that. And let me know if you hear it. Whoa, that sounded like a robot. Hold on. That sounded insane. Nope. Hold on. This is ridiculous. One sec, guys. I must reset. Okay, let's see if that works. Yay or nay? Can you hear that, anyone? I swear to God. It better work this time. Or I'm going to just start a new live because this is crazy. You didn't hear anything? Lovely. Let me change it here one more time. And I swear, if this doesn't work, we're going to go start a new live because I cannot handle it. And I was like really prepared today. And of course, I have audio issues. Fantastic. Love it. Love it. Okay. Let's try that way. Happy holidays, everyone, by the way. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope it's nice and warm in your home. If it's cold where you are, it was cold. Oh, God, it was like 32 degrees. And for Texans, that's just horrific. It hurts our bodies very badly. And now it's 68 degrees. So my bones, they ache for sure. All right. Let me know if you hear this. Okay, what about now? You didn't hear that? It's showing that it's playing. Damn. This is frustrating. Y'all didn't hear that at all? Let me know. Because I swear I'm going to start a new live. It is what it is. A no. Good to see you. Is it still a no, Miss Raybuck? You can't hear that. Okay, I'm going to restart a live. Oh, now you can? Okay, good. That's a plus. Thank God. Let me pull it up again. Nope. Okay, it's not gonna work. All right, I'm going to start a new live because this is wow. Okay, I'm gonna start a new live and try to figure out what the hell's going on. Give me like what is it? Give me at 2:30, guys. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna have to reinstall Chrome, which is the problem. And I will be back. I swear. Okay. Give me 10 minutes. We're just gonna start fresh. Boom. Thanks, guys. Sorry. Come back. Okay, bye.